Nibble on.
Come on.
Trying to nibble and do two things at once is very difficult. I never knew the chicken could attack. There you go. Learn something new every day. Why you bonk me? Why you bonk me, Daddy? What? Why?
All right.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Ow. Ow.
Get him!
The innkeeper, you say? Oh man, thought I was at a range of that. Stocked on the points? Jesus. Everybody's stocked on points. I need to give you guys stuff to fucking spend them on. Thank you for the headbats.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects.
Yeah,
What shall I call you, my good man?
fucking
Why
called
then?
me every name under the sun.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed.
Wyvern, that's the
Well,
name I used when I was
Wyvern,
working.
I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
Working
that
with
all?
the
A few moments of your
Empire.
time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isle and is used exclusively by the... They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does.
Fancy.
There's a brutal sort of beauty to
But
it.
how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more.
Seems a bit
But it is
extreme.
the final stone, a mineral quite foreign. And that, Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke.
Oh.
Far rarer among collectors and a far more.
Thank you.
Man gave me a fancy stone.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter. I am one step.
And
Yes. Does that stone actually give me
Too many to
anything?
plan is up. Farewell, ready?
Or is it just a fucking quest item and I'm gonna have absolutely no bearing on anything?
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master One. Coming, my lordship.
trust Uncle Byron to find such an intro now. Let's see what...
Okay, so that's that. Now we'll go back up to Martha's Rest and see if we can do the other two quests that are here without getting lost this time. So one of them is in the inn. Join Rutherford and search for Doris. So we're after both Rutherford and Doris. Rutherford. Maybe upstairs? Probably upstairs? Maybe sort of definitely upstairs?
My lord Marquis, is that you?
Maybe.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you...
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at tasked with learning what I am... And
Yes. Very good. Still getting run around, my god. The other one was up here in the market somewhere, I think.
The heavens have gone to reckon, nearly
I've got greens of all shapes.
Search for Doris. Doris? You're a villager.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, I think I found my person.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
I'll give you...
How goes the investigation?
Sid,
You. I heard you were out here.
of course. And it had to be me. The best she's...
Yeah.
I'd seen-
Okay.
The ba-
Thank you. I'm on the clock. I'm not sure how I get to that particular spot. I get there by going here. And then doing an about face and heading back this way.
Ready, go?
I can't believe how many side quests how long have I been doing these for? Short of fucking painfully long period. I can assure you, if I was at the level cap, I would not be doing these. That is my one promise. If I was at the level cap, these would not be getting done.
Good. They haven't... How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough.
Back to civil...
With all haste. I presume you're We've suffered too many delays as it... Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Oh. It's not very nice.
You're welcome to try.
could have gone a little better than it did. I admit that was not my finest effort. Look at him, Torgal. Da 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 da. Didn't even get any rep for that.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons. She raised me like a daughter.
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. But you proved yourself a master of both. How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, master.
You always were a... Perhaps that's the reason I...
We're just letting her walk off.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The dame does, though. Her connections...
All right.
I am.
Okay, we're done, I guess. Next.
And I should head back to the hideaway.
The one problem I have is, like I said, I can't do all of these side quests because I can't talk to what's-his-name. I might be able to come back. It depends on how much this next side, the main quest, actually progresses it.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved...
With any luck, they'll be... Oh, and...
So she can't...
Yes. I still have one more side quest I gotta go back out for. Stop talking.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Oh, God.
I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
Nothing to report. Same as yesterday.
Fly, Ambrosia!
Fly, Ambrosia.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see them, so you can start by giving us all the...
I already told you.
And maybe we'll...
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
You that one. If you kind...
Or you can...
Oh, you're more than welcome. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Angry balls. Oh, pasta. I didn't even realize it was what's still alive. Bro's just up there just getting pelted around.
I'd expect as much from...
Yes, yes, yes. You look very important.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Those who...
Not at all. Now, if he was bound for...
Take the file, Star Ruby to Karen, which is fine. Sundered Whetstone. Search for Rutherford's College in Northreach. That's the one I've got to find. I think this is it, and then I can go back to the fucking sanctuary.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Who do you think?
And handle these in.
What?
If they've already...
I'm not.
Then I'm Alistair Rockford.
Of the 7th issue,
I was...
and which
so,
you have...
thank you.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
No rush, lads. Oh, you fuckers. I wasn't even looking at that one. Might actually get through that. What a rude little lad. You got through that too. That's very bloody rude. Okay.
Make for the town while you can.
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all of...
I thought I told you to make for...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, which is more than can be said for...
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a break.
The garrison have their hands full. There are few...
If you... I don't...
Need to find a college or a university or something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I need something.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for it. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
I think that's it. Maybe? No, Rutherford's back at the fucking... Ugh.
I see.
Blah. Yeah, Speak with Hippocrates is locked. Blah. So it should just be these two and then the one I can't do.
Go tells me.
Of course.
Where'd you even get this? A decent, a canny one, I mean. Might not, you won't.
Not.
I hear you ended up delivering all... thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledges are square.
right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about...
like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have... How long did you know?
I don't like this sort of story. Makes me actually have to read this because this is an important story.
Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He
Like
brought passage
information
to...
about Sid.
Oh, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking Island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duty. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable.
Jesus.
Wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on him, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, he threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else... I knew then.
Right. Wait, what? Oh no. Well, this little merry band looks interesting.
Too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that.
It did bite off a little bit more than he
Just
could
the
chew.
ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This This is Sid's handwriting.
It's just the cutscene that just keeps on giving.
Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Don't think Sid really planned to go out when he went out.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
I don't even know what these two are doing.
Would you rather goat were at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
Those two are just fucking doing nothing.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
This is all very kind.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Thank God for that.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree.
You learned something about...
I did better.
I don't think this is going to actually...
Hey, a whetstone.
Yes.
accomplish anything. It would be nice if it gave me like a little damage buff.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and all done. Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were. I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard, just imagine it. I won't make it.
I'm sure the curse just...
I'll be...
Ah.
Hey, I owe you one.
You'll be happy to.
And I'll see you come...
All right.
Ooh, I'm nearly at 2,000 rep. I like 2,000,
What
right?
do I owe the honor?
Oh, itchy eye. Itchy eye.
So, will it be? No scratches, right?
Still haven't got that. Still haven't got that stained loincloth.
Anything else?
The stew's
God.
awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders their roots. Most of what we have.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough of that. Speaking of which, I'm
Worried about him.
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this. So, obviously, I should try as I might, and
Yes, I will help you do whatever it is you want to do. Ugh. Oh, I'm running out of patience. Actually, that's a lie. I am out of patience. My patience with this is out and done and dead and buried. Actually, we didn't even bury it. We just threw it in a ditch and had a dog fucking throw some dirt over it while it was digging another
Tell
hole.
me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Bloody hell, Clive.
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you.
come on, mate. Bottling it up. If it weren't the ring,
It was the ring. It brought back some unhappy
memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't.
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my... That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together.
You've never mentioned him, but
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the ring brought it all past us improved, though. More than I thought possible.
So it was a nice ring. Worth...
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what?
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. But my armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. Because the curse breakers deserve better than and I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Well, because
Very
you
well.
can't engrave metal?
Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy.
Then just this once. Swallow your pride, keeping the curse breakers up. Provided you can do that, you'll hinder.
What you say?
All right.
Max, just got that on.
Good.
Okay, so apparently we have a fucking problem just because... See, now...
Stew's awfully thin these days.
Now this is really grating on me because we're going to talk to a bloke about engraving metal. An armorer and a weaponsmith wants to talk about engraving metal.
Kicked out already?
No. This...
Why are the gates...
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't.
Long time no...
What the hell are you doing?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
Fucking hell.
All right. Just...
That escalated quickly.
I promise I won't throw the first punch.
No, but you'll start the first punch.
Go on then.
Fuck me.
Much obliged.
That went from 0 to 1,000. Ooh.
So this is Dravaged. Not much going on.
It's a smithing. was a lad, you'd have to shout. Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't back.
There's a river of bad blood between me. But if...
All right.
I appreciate it. He'll be near the
forge on the
I don't think I should be the one talking. I'm not a good talker. Maybe we should have brought Jill.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
I suppose that when I come through here, there'll be another 1,000 fucking side quests.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and
I
piss
may
off.
have broken the crystals, I'm sorry.
And if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
This is a fucking charming village. Maybe I should have brought Jill.
Please, Chief.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among them. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throat, and bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables.
Interesting.
Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting until the crystals run out at any rate. Without me.
Well, I can't get
Depends
you.
on how you look at it, though. There's
Can't
got to
really
be
get you
other ways of making
crystals.
fire.
We kind of
We
broke
manage it
them.
in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. New crystals were the problem, not the solution.
Why?
Spent years
Hi, good
coming
hunters.
up
How you
with
doing?
ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last.
That's a fair call.
Clive. Dravozd won't last long with that, so... Do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world?
No.
The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
What are you doing awake at this
Hold on,
hour?
Blackthorn.
Side quests, that's what I'm
Sid
doing
made
awake.
those things for us, and you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it.
I don't consent to
This
this.
place was your home. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. Let this be another step on the road Dravozd will show the world that it's... Wouldn't you agree, Augur?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch them?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you.
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Cl. I need leather,
Oh,
luckily for us.
Fucking course you do. Of fucking course you do. Can never just be, go here and do this. Go here and just talk to this person. No, it's always go here and kill this fucking thing and then bring the thing back. Get out of the way, dog. Ugh.
All right.
This is not worth it.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Heck.
This one.
Nice try.
Finally got one in the right time. Oh, that is not going to hit it. Shit. Oh no, it has.
Nice try.
That should finish it, I hope.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Please. Ugh. Ugh. No. Fuck you. No. Fuck you. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not walking back. You can get fucked.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't.
Right then. Time to put everyone pulls their weight. We'll be.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I...
One forge is going to save a whole forging town. Very good.
Sorry about earlier.
Are you though? Are you really?
I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is...
Why the fuck have I been alive for 12 hours? Because this fucking game is sapping me. That's why, Wolfie.
He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge
Late
will
note
burn hotter
subathon.
for longer, which will do wonders for your steel.
Yeah, I know it's no
Our secret for
subathon, but
yours.
that's alright.
Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of Sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap.
Actually, you can't talk at all, Wolfie. You fucking go live for
He's a
hours on
genius.
end as well. Don't you talk to me about
Plain
being
and
live for
simple.
12 hours.
The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate
The
it?
cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us?
See that you both...
All right.
Okay, that's that done.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, the whole village turned out for everyone except Zoltan has.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pick old Cinder, how'd you come by? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. You didn't say so.
Yeah. You know I could never leave this. Every time you put on mail, you and the there's no greater honor for... I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. But if that helps save even a single life... What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless nights. Sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on foot.
I don't know how you pair put up with me. I'm grateful. Oh, now, where was I? Oh, yeah.
Really?
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be...
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let... No use grumbling about Blackthorn's...
Robbers. Robbers recipes, plural.
So what do I owe the honor? Not saying fortune, do you?
No, I still don't have all the pieces of that either.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
Not that I'm too... Ow. Why is everybody wagging me in the head?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Oh, yours.
The bad news.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there, are spewing out evil.
And the village?
Safe from the Zoltan and the Orish sent a few... If something ain't done...
I won't.
Didn't think...
Does...
I thought you...
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I just wanted to kill Odin, man. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
Just...
Anyone without a blade, come and get one. Sharpest edge in Dravost, guaranteed.
Clive!
And the Akashic.
Mostly off to the north. Told enough of them.
Well,
Yes, yes, yes. Akashic bad.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not even who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost keen to help us out?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Seriously, you're not needed here.
Blackthorn. One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice, unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved enough. So then, not enough for us two to turn into a pair.
That your idea of an apology?
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best.
But that ain't the whole of it.
Do we need this?
Vulcan, our master.
Vulcan?
Didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick.
What you had to do was your duty.
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in.
No, you
Short
shouldn't
enough
have.
on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get... You,
We can't afford to...
Right, you are. Don't want any... Oh,
Akashic on the move.
how close are they?
Within sight of the walls.
What was I saying about no?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open.
Good idea.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if it.
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the... No heroic last stands, you hear me?
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate, and it won't come to that. Take good care of Dravost till I...
Leave it to me, and...
Thank God I don't have anybody coming with me. I have more of them talking fucking useless shit and fucking bickering. Oh, that's a big lad. Him honk.
All right. Which one of you's first? Too slow.
Look. I hate this. Fuck you. Seriously? Thank you. Angry Griffin. Oh shit. Okay. Are we done? Are we good?
Is that it?
We're not done or good.
Apparently not.
Oh, Chimera.
Not getting past me. I needed that.
Over here!
Huh. Get that dodge right. That dodge is weird. It's earlier than it looks.
Too slow.
I thought that was too late. I don't think that spell was mine.
This one. Too slow.
That will be the break. Still really struggling with that dodge. Oh god.
Come on, guess we're ready.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
Man alive! You stood in one piece! As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you?
Good.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later.
Okay, can we finish this off, please?
Sid! You're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and we'll fortify the gates to the north.
All right. Then we'll give you a...
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I should...
Too bloody right. I always envied you. How you made everything. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something we can hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but our work used to be the... Now, we churn out this... It's not about the crop. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept.
Look at that.
But I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just
Look
be
at
sure
that.
to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
I never thought I'd see the day.
Everyone's happy. Maybe.
I'd say that went pretty well.
Even better than I'd...
Sid.
Oh yeah, another trinket.
This is...
A token of... But I'm of a mind to make you... Designs for a certain sword have been passed...
Now hold on, Zolt. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to... And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravoj in the... I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metal between the two of us. I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway.
As long as he can keep...
Right. Zoltan.
Oh. And then I still have to go back to do the next main quest, which I'm fucking not gonna want to watch because I've been doing this for too long and I've got the shits with it.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of the... You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burnt, and that whetstone from the Outer Isles. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort, led...
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is.
Cheesy.
Well, bugger me. We had...
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
It's... quite something.
I, trust you'll take good care of it.
I shall stab many things with it.
So, does this make you pair the greatest?
This? It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history, but we're up for the challenge.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the...
We reckon with those items there.
That's a weapon I'd like to see.
I was hoping...
One legend at a time.
Good idea. No...
Yes, 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 yes.
So what do I owe the honor?
Why does that still show?
Well, and if it hadn't been for you.
Okay.
Well, thanks for you, dear. That it? Fine.
We've run out of Pepio nuts and all.
I have no reason to assume.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman,
I'm done listening to things, Joshua.
When we
Please.
spoke before on the divinity of Ultima,
Please.
it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
you will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have.
You didn't even let me
But there
check
was
fucking
once a
answer.
time
What the
when
hell?
faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Now can I talk to him? I should be able to talk to him now, right?
If it please your
Nope,
grace,
that is
might I
cock
one
blocked.
day-
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next.
100% cock block.
My apologies.
So you should.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though, just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name.
No, it is
But
not.
like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Now can I talk to the old man? No,
Let me
we're
know when
gonna
you
get
leave.
another whole bunch of fucking
I want a word
things.
before you go.
Of course.
You can just have a word now? Ugh. Why? Finally, I could talk to the old man.
Lawsman, he isn't ill. I don't think so. She says he's hardly been touching his bone.
I rather think she might. All canids are and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, if we assume that his newfound it may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed to frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon faster and little the luck.
You want me to go and kill something big? Slay Eldar antelopes in Crusade. Yeah, of course you fucking would. Of fucking course. I do just want to go and check this Moogle board.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
The Moogle does indeed have new stuff. The Moogle has one new thing. And the Velcroloy. Not that I know where the Velcroloy is, but that's okay, I guess. 400 yards away? What the hell, man? Seriously? So I'll do this, I will kill the fucking thing, and then that call it a day. I'll find, I don't know where that last fucking hunt is, but I'm sure I'll find it. Straight line from Delmill Inn and Velcroy Desert teleports.
Time to fight.
No, it's not time to fight. We aren't fighting. We're just going through. There is no fighting. There is just going through.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
How many do I need to do?
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
There'll be a big one. There'll be one of those fucking massive ones. You watch. There's always a fucking big one. It's never a simple job.
Will it be enough?
Ah yes, the freshest of bones.
I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
Right, so you reckon somewhere between the inn and Vilcoy.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Where my cursor was on the map? Okay. The other side of the gorge. So I'll have to go around the gorge because I don't think there's a way over it. Actually, it might not even be a gorge. Is it a gorge? Or is it just this lip? Either way, I don't think I can get over it. I have no high potions, so this is going to be an interesting job. Ah, there's my winner right there. The only critter that stands out like it's fucking sore thumb.
We're not going to outrun this one. Stay close, Torvald.
Shit. Hopefully I can get through this one. If I could get perfect dodges.
This one. Get him.
Watch out.
Go for it.
Oh dear. Fuck it. I'll start charging this. Only got 100,000 on that last break.
Help me, boy.
to me, boy.
That's better.
That's broke.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Oh, don't tell me we've run.
I know.
Is that it? Please don't give me anything fucking shit.
So, Molly's will teach me for treating you like you. All right, now we know what you're after.
Speaking of which,
You can, in
Not last time I checked, no. Let's see what this is.
well, you weren't.
Yes, the dog is very important. $2K. Might go and suss out, see if I've got a new item, and then I will talk to Otto, and then hopefully that will give me
nicks and lumps,
the final thing to actually set off, or Otto is going to get me to go somewhere and do something else.
Is something wrong?
Not at all, honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell?
Fucking hell.
Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
Is that
I'll
it?
hold you to that.
Is that all you want? What the fuck, man? You can say that there and then? I mean, I'm already at the hideaway. What are you...
The stew's awful.
It doesn't actually have anything, so I don't think I'm gonna find anything here.
So, will it be?
Yeah.
And?
That's it. I'll check the Moogle, see if the Moogle says it's got anything. If it does, does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Morning, Rob. No, I haven't slept yet. I just had to restart the
nicks and lumps,
the YouTube stream. I'm actually just about done. I'm just finishing exactly what I'm doing, and then that's it. But good morning. Okay, that is it. That's all I'm doing for today. I'm doing no more. So guys, gals, thank you so much for coming and dropping in. Controller somewhere where it's not going to go away. I appreciate you guys have been here the whole time. You guys are great. I love you. I will just wrap it up because I'm going to go and lay down. Because I am knackered and I have a whole bunch of shit to do today. So I would really appreciate being able to at least fucking get, you know, a couple of hours sleep before I gotta start. Rob, you have a good day at work today. Be safe. Look after yourself. The rest of you guys, look after yourselves as well. If you've been here the whole time, make sure you stretch. Look after yourselves. Get food, drink, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the rules. Lads, ladettes, that's me done for the week. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever the heck you are. And I hope to see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.